What is up, Karatics? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles that I never got the chance to because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. Again, guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you guys want me to customize next, and I will make sure to display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So, in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Benefactor Feltzer. So this car is an OG vehicle that came out with the game since day one. However, there were different variants of the Feltzer in GTA San Andreas and GTA 4. But anyways, this car has a normal price of $145,000, which is an absolute steal for a car that you're getting with such an exotic and custom look. The only downside is that the AIs do drive this car around in traffic, so it does make the car a little less special because of how often you see it driving around. Now, keep in mind that this car is in the sports car class and used to be one of the fastest cars in the class, up there with the LG RH8 back in 2013. But obviously, many new sports cars have released over the years that are a lot faster in pretty much every way. But anyways, this car is primarily based on a combination of the Mercedes SL65 AMG Black Series and the Mercedes CLK DTM race car. And that's where the majority of the crazy wide body race car look comes from that you see on the Feltzer in its stock form, with the large front splitter, the large vents, side exit exhaust, rear diffuser, etc. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the customization of this OG competitive sports car.
What are we doing today?
Alright.
Now what do you need?
Alright, we got armor, brakes, right, bumpers. So you have the stock front bumper, and then you got a splitter with canards. So pretty much the stock front bumper with 4 canards added and a tow hook. Gives it a little bit more of like a race car feel. Alright, I guess we'll put that, why not? Rear bumper, so you have a diffuser extension and rear canards, which personally I don't like. I think that's a little overkill, especially, you know, since we're not going for like a full-on race car build, even though it looks like a race car. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go with that. Keep the stock rear. Engine, fenders, so you have the vented wings. Now obviously this option is very race car, kind of negates what I said earlier, but but I think it looks really cool, kind of goes with the car, and yeah, let's go ahead and add that. Okay, lights, definitely some xenons on there. Alright, plate, so I already got my Benz plate. Let's give it a black background. Alright, now in terms of respray, we currently have it in a normal silver. Normally, you know, this car would look pretty sick in like a matte white or something like that. But personally, I really like this car in the brushed aluminum. It gives like a really bright silver. If I back out here, you can see the difference. I mean, it's just a brighter version of a normal silver, and it just looks so good. And it's almost like a chrome, kind of has like a metals texture to it. It just looks so good on this car, so that's what we're gonna do. When we change the wheels, you're really gonna see the complete look of this car. The stock wheels on this car, in my opinion, are very ugly. They don't really fit the car at all, but we're gonna change those soon. A chromulum goes on the hood. We got roof, so you have a roof vent, which I personally like, but what I don't like is how they tied in the headlight covers to that option. To me, it just looks absolutely awful. I really dislike those headlight covers. It ruins the look of the front end of it and the headlights, at least in my opinion. Just really don't like it. I really wish they would have separated these two options. For example, roof vent, then headlight covers, and then, you know, an option for both of them, not them tied together. I feel like that's really unfortunate, so I'm gonna have to skip out on that one. Rear spoiler, we have a low-level rear spoiler, which looks really good. Kind of similar to like the stock spoiler from the SL65 Black Series. Just looks really good. And then you have a GT wing, very like race car style spoiler. Personally, not too much of a fan. I feel it's a little overkill for the car. And if you zoom in here, you can see that the brackets of the wing kind of protrude through the rear emblems on both sides, which doesn't really look too great. It looks, yeah, and the way it's mounted, just a little strange. So we're gonna do the low-level spoiler, suspension, all suspension options there, competition. Doesn't really go down that much. I mean, you gotta keep in mind these OG vehicles, they didn't really have crazy suspension options. It wasn't until kind of fairly recently that cars started having crazy suspension lowering options, almost to the floor with camber and all that. Back then it was just what is that, like 2 inches of travel maybe? Barely anything. But competition suspension, the lowest we can go. Transmission, turbo. Alright, wheels. So for this category, I'm gonna use one of the new street wheels, and this car kind of has like a crazy wide body on its stock. So to kind of complement that wide body, we're gonna go to these wheels right here, the Cosmo Mark IIIs, and then we're gonna paint these spokes black. And it has like this crazy deep dish, and I feel like it goes super well with the factory wide body of this car. It just looks so good. Completely changes the look of the car. We're gonna paint them black, and look at how it all ties together. That black kind of matches our lower carbon bits. It just looks so good. We're gonna do that. In terms of windows, I think we should tint them. I don't know how dark though. We can go blacked out, why not? Yeah, blacked out looks pretty cool in this car. And that's it, those are all the options. Pretty decent amount of options for it being an OG vehicle, not too bad. Let's go ahead and take it out for a drive. Alright. Well, first person. Nice. Pretty much similar to like the Bullet interior. Not too bad. Give it a few revs. Sounds pretty good. Let's go ahead and floor it. Not too bad. I mean, it sounds kind of like similar to like the Carbon and Gran Turismo. Almost like a Ferrari-esque sound. Like I personally would have preferred like a nice, you know, V8 AMG or V12 sound. But I mean, this is okay. Brakes, I mean, the traction is just full. Is amazing. Absolutely love this car in terms of handling. I mean, this was pretty much the king for sports car races back in the day in terms of tracks with lots of turns. This was the ultimate car. Brakes are amazing. The traction is amazing. Super stable over bumpy roads. Very easy to drive. I mean, just an all-round great car. Tons and tons of grip. Look at that. Super stable through all of those bumps. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, for the money, it's a great car. Now, obviously, it's in the sports car class. You know, you're not going to be beating Pariahs and GTOs and RSX and all that. But, I mean, if you're racing some older sports cars, this thing, I mean, is still pretty fairly competitive for most of those tracks. Now the LG RH8, you know, back in the day, that was extremely competitive with this car. In most cases, it was better on most tracks, but this one was a lot easier to drive and a lot more consistent. But they were both very competitive. But yeah, let me go ahead and hop out here. I actually don't know if any of these panels open. It's been a while since I've driven this car. Vehicle doors, we'll go to all. Let's see here. Okay, they all open. Nice. First person, interior there. Oh, look at that, it says Feltzer in the door sill. I didn't know that. That's nice. No Benefactor logo on the steering wheel, unfortunately. I don't think there's any Benefactor logos in the interior at all, except for the Feltzer badge on the door sills. The trunk there. Oh god, wow, the texture quality of this trunk is really bad. But again, what do you expect? 2013. Yeah, not too bad. Engine bay. Oh, got the Benefactor logo there. That's pretty nice. Texture is a big yikes, especially for 2021. But it's there, you know. I think we definitely like it better when it's closed. There we go. Close that up. Yes, don't open that engine. Don't open that hood to see that engine bay. Oh my gosh. And it's kind of cool how this car has like the factory like titanium race exhaust. Unfortunately, there's no option to change that. I think that would have been more fitting to put like a chrome or carbon or something like that. But yeah, other than that, pretty good car, especially for the money. I think it's a very good value. And if you're racing some older cars or many racers that don't know what they're doing on the racetrack and they keep crashing every single corner, and you're a really good driver, I think you could pretty closely compete with those cars on some sports tracks even today. Again, as I'm saying, it has to be a case where they're very, very bad drivers, because you know the GTO and Pariah, they're just way too fast, like literally faster than supercars around some tracks in some cases. So again, it's hard for these types of cars to be able to beat those. But hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to let me know down below in the comments what vehicle you want me to customize next, and I'll make sure to display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in my next customization video as usual. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.